pal Sabine with another episode of Beanie Bits. There you go. Yeah, I get confused sometimes too, but that's okay. Beanie, Sabine, it works. Anyway, today I want to talk about drifting. Are you a drifter? Are you drifting? And when I was first asked, I was like, I'm not a drifter. You know, I got all offended, and because I believed I was not a drifter. And turns out I was. And you might be too, because drifting isn't just what we think about. My first impression of drifting was like the homeless, the not having a clue, couch surfing from one friend's house to another, that kind of drifting. But that's not the kind of drifting I'm talking about. I mean, that's drifting too, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the drifting through life without having a real definite major purpose or definite aim. I had no idea. I mean, I kind of sort of knew, what I wanted to do, but I didn't have that clear vision, that clear decisiveness on this is what I want to go do, what I want to do. This is what I want to get done, and these are the steps I should do to get there. And hey, this is by the way, this is about the time I want it done. Not about this is the time I want it done, right? And once I understood that part, it was so um yeah, it changed everything. It changed how I looked at things, right? And drifting is like, watching TV for hours on end. That's drifting. I just was watching TV just to, and I told myself, the excuse I gave myself to justify it was, oh, I just need to decompress. I just need to like not think about anything. I just want to like shut everything out and everything. But I didn't have a clear purpose on that. The other thing too is how often do you pick up your phone? It's like, I'm just going to check my social media for a second. And then 5 hours later, you're still checking it. That's drifting. And I mean, I didn't do the 5 hour thing, but I get sucked into the social media hole, as I like to call it, and I just go looking, and it's like, oh, look, and oh, look at this, and look at that, that was one form of drifting, or this is a form of drifting. It was one for me. Now I set myself a timer. It's like, okay, I have 10 minutes to go scroll through, post what I need to post, comment on people's posts and everything, but I set myself a time limit because I have a purpose. I no longer drift. Does it make sense to you? Right? And the other thing too is I was drifting even though I kind of knew what I wanted to do, and I kind of stumbled into that direction. I didn't have a clear path. I was like, I want to go this way. Right? It's like, however that takes me that way. And you notice when you do this, it goes out further and further. The further out you go, the further out it is. So now it's like, I'm going this way. There's some wiggle room in between, because we all hit bumps and everything in the road, but I'm going this way. I have a clear direction now. I have a clear plan mapped out. Not every single step, because that's not how that works either, right? But I know where I want to go, and I know what I want to do. I have my definite major aim in life. I have my purpose. I have my calling. All of those things, they make a huge difference, and they stop us from drifting. How awesome is that? And when we stop drifting, guess what? We start to lead. Are you ready to go from drifting? Even if it's just a little drifting, it's still drifting. Are you ready to go from drifting to leading? It is so good. It is so good. And at Napoleon Hill Institute, we actually have an amazing, amazing event coming up. And of course, when you watch the recording later on, it's over, but keep an eye out, because we always have incredible, incredible trainings that are available for everybody. But if you want to take advantage of next week, please reach out to me, and I'll be happy to share the link with you to register. It's 3 days, and it's like an hour, hour and a half every day. And that's the only investment you have to do is your time. Your time. That's the investment I'm asking of you. So reach out to me, get the link to register, and then afterwards you get the recordings, and they'll be available for I believe 7 to 10 days. So you do not want to miss that event. It is so good, taking you from drifting to leading, outwitting your inner devil. So good. So, so good. Hey, I love you guys and hope you're having an amazing day. Make the most of it. Enjoy life. Have fun. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.